Okay. Samach Daled on page.
Okay. Good morning, Rabbi Isai. You made it. Unbelievable. In the rain. All right, the Freilich and Chanukah. We're holding Daf Samach Daled on Beis towards the bottom, like 8 lines from the bottom. Itmar. Boal v'lo yimotzo dam. He gets married, he doesn't find dam. What does that tell him? That there's no psulim. No. V'chozaru boal yimotzo dam. Second time he does find dam. What does that tell him? Perhaps we're dealing with dam niddah. Rebbe Chanina omar tmeyo. It makes sense that she's a niddah. Rebbe Asi omar tahira. We have to understand the svara of Asi. Rebbe Chanina omar tmeyo dim iso da have dam psulim mikora abasi. What's going on here? If she's a psula, she should have seen dam immediately. Rebbe Asi omar tahira dilma isrami leikidish Shmuel. There's a Shmuel trick. Shmuel said, "Yichalni livol kama bi'ilois b'loidam." To give a little background, if somebody says such a statement, you think maybe something's wrong here. Very good. Very good. Only Shmuel would say things like that because he was a doctor.
Where was the last time that
we had it on Daf Chof Hei, very good, Mendy. We had it on Daf Chof Hei, where Shmuel told a guy, he said, if your wife just had a nafel that's 40 days old, that means you were boiling niddah.
Right, but we had another time.
They forced him and he was moida. He was able to see from the shkoyach. He's able to see from the vlad. So Bekitzer, he's a big mumcha in this whole parsha, whether he's a doctor, because he was a doctor, but he was a big mumcha. And Memela, Yuchalni lival kama bilis b'ledam. I know how to do it without any dam. V'idach shani Shmuel the Rav Guvre. He was a big mumcha, so you can't bring any raya from Shmuel. A regular person cannot do it. Omar Rav. Boigeres noisin lo lailo harishon. Says Rav that a begeres, once 6 months after Nairus, she's a begeres, all she gets is one night. Our Mishnah was talking about a Naira, you get more. Now we have to remember this line right over here. Rav says, when I say a begeres gets the entire night, as many be'ilois as you want, but the entire night, is talking about shaloi ro'asa, she never saw down beforehand. Ava ro'asa, which basically, that's what we have in our days. We have begeres shero'asa. Ein lo elo bilas mitzvah v'suloi. All you get is a bi'ilas mitzvah. And as we're going to see at the end of the sugya, that's all you get anyways. Even if you marry a ketana, you get a bi'ilas mitzvah la halacha today. But we're talking about typically a person marries somebody who's over 12 and a half years old, and she's ra'asa, and memela, all you get is bi'ilas mitzvah. So Nachama, what does Rav say? If she didn't see dam, then she gets the whole night. If she did see dam, then all she gets is bi'ilas mitzvah. So if someone were to make a mistake and say, I have the whole night, he's making a mistake. Because Rav says, if she sees dam, you don't get the whole night. Meisvei, and that's for later on. And now comes, like one of these Gemaras that we have to understand, stark. Maisa v'nosan lo, Rebbe arba leilois mitoich shnei masar chodesh. Rebbe, says Rashi, the craziest story. I guess it was very common in those days. A guy gets married, he's with his wife one time, she sees dam. What does this guy do? Adios. He's out of here for 3 months. Maisa shahaya. This is a story. This is not a theoretical thing. He comes back, is boil again, sees dam. He says adios. He leaves again for 3 months for parnasa, whatever they had to do. But this is a woman who just got married. She doesn't see her husband for 3 months. Comes back, and this repeats itself. Huh? Yeah. I don't know if he was there. Like how many? This is crazy.
He had 3 kids before he went away to yeshiva.
Yeah.
Don't worry about Rebbe.
So, Rebbe says Rebbe gave her 4 times, 4 nights within the year. Rashi breaks it down, and he says every 3 months he was boiled once. Now that doesn't really add up, because every 3 months you boil once adds up to 9 months, not 12 months. Yeah, if you have, he's boiled once over here. This is the night of the chasana. Boil another time. That's 9 months. To spread it out over 12 months, would have to be every 4 months. Okay, a little Shaila and Rashi. How do we understand Rashi? But that's not so important right now. The point is that Rebbe said, I give this person 4 times. And now the Gemara is going to try to understand where exactly, who did he marry? Did he marry a Ktana, a Nairo, or a Begeres? Or did he marry a Ktana that goes into Nairos and Bagros? Where exactly are these 4 times? We can figure it out, says the Gemara. So maybe she was a Ktana. He married a Ktana. And in the Katnos he gets 4 times. A Ktana gets as many times as you want until it heals. So what's this 4 times? Why did he limit her to 4 times? Memela, it can't be just a Ktana. The whole 4 times, the 3 times fit into Yimei Nairus, and that can be either Nairus Shnei Masar Chodesh Mi'ika, Nairus only lasts for 6 months, from Shnei Saros until 6 months later. Va'amar Shmuel Ein Bein Nairus LeBagrus Elo. No, sorry, did I skip something? Elo Diavlo Kul B'Mei Nairus Nairus Shnei Masar Chodesh Mi'ika. Va'amar Shmuel Ein Bein Nairus LeBagrus Elo Shisha Chodashim Bavad. So maybe it'll be doichik v'tema, batzim achi udelekya, tfei. Maybe there's a little bit more. Habelvad kamar. That can be. Elo diyav lo shtayim b'mei katnus u'shtayim b'mei narus. So this is case number 1. If you divide it equally, you have to divide it between a year. So there's 2 times in nairus and 2 times in katnus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because you only have 6 months of nairus. So in the 6 months in Iris, you have to get 2 times. Exactly. Frank the Gemara. Haboy minei Rav Chineno bar Shlemio mirav. Higia zmano liro istachas balo mau. If a person married a Ktana and there was many be'ilois, how much more dam could we attribute to Psulim once she becomes a Naira? Omar lei, kol be'iloi shato boyel, einon elo achas. Everything by Ktana is considered 1. V'hashar mashlimim la'arba leilois. When she's a Naira, she gets 3 be'ilois, and everything by Ktana is 1. Omar lei, so Mela, Elo diyav lo achas b'mei katnus u'shtayim b'nei narus v'achas b'mei bagrus. So what's going on over here? Here, when she was a Ktana, she had 1. When she was a Nara, she had 2 re'iyos, 1, 2, and then finally she had 1 when she was a Begeres. It's a beautiful sugya l'maisa. It's a nice cheshbon. You're going to see. Beautiful stuff. We're trying to prove a point here. So Nachamol, it's possible if you break up the year in even parts, maybe there's 20 be'ilos over here when she's a Ktana, they're all counted as 1. And then when she's a Naira, you continue 3 months. I'm going based on Taisus. Taisus explains it like this. 3 months later, 3 months after that, and 3 months after that, you get a total of 4 be'ilos. This is what Rebbe gave the guy. Okay? He got married somewhere over here. He got married in Elul, Ben Azmanim, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Okay. So what's the Gemara's kasha? So here's where we have to put our thinking caps on. Akasha and Rav. Rav says a begeres only gets 1 night if she didn't sit down. Frag the Gemara, if you tell me, so I'll say about Peh. What happens is, the Gemara understands that in this case, right over here, the Gemara understands that every period of time, you have to knock out 1 night. So if you're a Naira, well, I'm on the wrong chart. Wrong chart. Let's go back to this chart, right over here. If she's a Naira, the fact that he was boiler while she was a Ktana knocks out 1 night of Nairus. That's what we just said. Katnos equals 1, and you have to take off that 1 from the 4 be'ilos that he has. It's kind of like reverse of what we're thinking. That's how the Gemara assumes. That every period of time, the katnos removes one from nairos. Remember, you're only left with 3 by nairos.
As she matures, she's more likely to have that.
For whatever the reason. But that what you're saying now is a different svara for something else, I think. You're saying, why is it that Begeres, they explain why Begeres only has 1 night versus a naira, because as she matures, she's more likely to see that. Mamela, we limited how many nights she has. I'm talking about something else. I'm talking about the svara of the Gemara over here, that katnos removes one be'ilah from nairos. And therefore the Gemara says, it's only logical to continue that logic and to say that nairos removes 1 night from bagros.
So you have to have two people.
Hold on. Is that understood? Katnos removes 1 night from Naros, and Memela Nairos should remove 1 night or 1 Be'ila from Bagros. It counts. Katnos counts for 1 Be'ila. And Nairos will count, if you have Bagros, it would count for 1 Be'ila. I don't understand the logic so much, but that's what the Gemara understands. I thought it just means that Katnos means nothing. But if it means nothing, it should be 0. But it doesn't mean 0, it means 1. Why 1? Why does Katnos add? That's the logic here. Why does Katnos equal 1? Either it should equal 0 or it should equal 100. But what's 1? Okay, so every Tkufa counts as 1. So Memela Nairos counts as 1 if I have Bagros right afterwards. So that makes sense as the Gemara. If you started out with 2, I take off 1 from 2 and I end up with 1 by Bagros. But if I start out with 1 like Rav says, so what should happen? Not nothing. The Gemara is nicer than that. Let's limit it to bilas mitzvah. I got to remove something. Every tkufa removes something. If not 1, at least half a night. Say not the whole night. Let's limit it to bilas mitzvah. That's the Gemara's kasha. Now that we see it inside, the Gemara Mamish says these words come out in Furish. Just like katnus works. B'mei narus, the miftzah lechoda, it removes 1 be'ilah. Ahaninami narus lebagros, so too the tkufa of nairus should remove from the bagros the miftzah lechoda, to remove 1 be'ilah. And memela, if you have more than 1 be'ilah, not like Rav says, it makes sense. You get, let's say, 2 be'ilas when you're begeris. So now nairus limited those be'ilas to 1. And memela, I have this great chart. I have 1 by bagros. You see, the whole tkufa of bagros I have just 1 be'ilah, and I have 2 by nara and 1 by ktana. It makes sense because I removed 1 from bagros. But if I'm starting out with 1, 1 minus 1 equals kimat nothing. Eli Amr's begeres the alma lo yavina lo tfei. She doesn't get more than 1 be'ilah. Lo leisev lo elo be'ilas mitzvah v'sulai. Then she should only get a bilas mitzvah. No, you learned wrong, pshat. Who told you that the pshat is like Tosfos, that every 3 months? You're coming with a hanacha that's every 3 months. I don't have to say that it doesn't say anywhere in the Gemara that Rebbe gave every 3 months. He said 4 be'ilas in 1 year. I could spread it out any way I want. So how does it work? So the Gemara, lo'elam di'avlo achas b'mei katnus, v'shalosh b'mei narus. No, not good. Hold on, another chart. Here we go. So it goes like this. It's every 2 months. He's boiled every 2 months in Nairos. He got married over here in Elul. Chassan was at the same time. All of Katnus, all 6 months equals 1. And Memela from that point on, he was boiled every 2 months. That's when he came home. He wasn't such a bad guy. He went on business trips. I thought about it. He went like from Bet Shemesh to Yerushalayim. It probably took them 4 days to get back and forth by foot. He left her there for 2 months. Finished. It's not like he flew to Africa. He went 10 miles away. What? He didn't go on a safari. Fine. Who told you that he had to separate it, he had to divide it by 3? It's every 2 months. Great. So now we know what's going on. Rebbe gave a 4-night dispensation. Thank you. I would have never thought a dispensation. But it was one for Katnus, and then he went 3 times in Iris, nothing to do with Begeris. It never went into Bagris Bechlal, so I have no kasha on Rav, whether or not Bagris is 1 night or 2 nights or a half a night. No raya.
Seems like Tosfos is saying.
You still saying shir?
Yeah.
Okay. How did it go yesterday? Stam, curious. Did you print the things?
I use my phone.
So you went from giant pages to a small phone. You going to give shir today?
Yeah.
I'll just give you these things. You can have them. Just give them back. Baruch atah Adonai Melech haolam she'hakoil niyeh b'dvaroi. It does take it takes time out. You are right. It takes 1 day today when there's a highway, but when there's mountains, imagine.
Quicker.
Not true, you walk in the mountains, you don't have to go around.
Okay, 1 day. Who wants to walk 1 day, 8, 9 hours? Okay, this guy was young. He's only 13. Fine. What? Yisach, you had a question? What happened?
No, I'm just saying, the point is basically the dispensation.
Yeah.
It seems like you can have beer many times as you want because she's going to be getting a period around now.
Yeah.
That's the whole point is that we consider it. We throw it out. It's a crazy kiddush. She can have beer however amount of time he wants over the 12 months, and if it happens to fall
No,
out,
he's only allowed 4 times, 4 nights.
that's not what Tosfos
Arba leil.
That's the real question.
We have to turn this off. Hold on a second. Shem Yerachim. She is. She's a.
Maybe limited to the night and not to the day.
Yeah.
Wow.
How come my phone is not off? That's the Shaila. She's watching actually. I know that her husband's watching. I know.
Oh, yeah?
I'm serious, you just lost one.
I know.
4 to 3.
Yeah, because her husband's watching. So why did she think she should do this? Okay, fine.
Just went down one.
Tell David, tell your wife not to call right now. Zog the Gemara. Minyamin Saxeno. There's a guy. Have a shokel va'ozela asri de Shmuel. He's on his way to Shmuel's place. Sova lemevad uvda kevosay de Rav afilu roasa. He's getting married. And he decided he wants to not machmer, be makil and say the whole night. The whole night.
Not one day.
Afilu roasa. This is a woman already seen, and now he has the whole night. Omar loy polig Rav ben roasa ben lo roasa. And he said, no, Rav never made a distinction between Rasa and Loy Rasa. Zok the Gemara, Kodim Shachav Burcha. He died. Before he's able to get his own chasana, he died. Kari Shmuel Alei de Rav, Lo Yu'una L'Tzadik Olaven. This person was trying to use Rav as a mistake in Rav's halacha, and Rav never said that. Rav said, only Loy Rasa you have the whole night, but Rasa you don't have the whole night. And he tried to say that within Rav you could say Rasa memela lo yuna l'tzadik olaven. Because Baruch Hu protected him. Omer Rav Chinin bar Shlem Yom Shmei de Rav. Kivin shenitko ishinov shel adam. The simple pshat is that we just mentioned Rav Chinin bar Shlemya, so we're going to say another thing from him, even though it has nothing to do. It happens to be that Noam and I were at a siyum last night of Yehuda Gold and Kiddushin, and the Gemara I think finishes the Masechta with this. Not like the same concept. Once a person becomes older, nitkushinov, he loses his teeth. Yaakov is also there to see him. Sorry, I didn't see you. Yaakov. In other words, a person has a harder time making a parnasa then. The Marsha says that it's coming to tell us that a person should put away money. He should put away for retirement. He shouldn't neglect his older years. Don't say, oh, because put aside. Remember, it's going to be harder then. You're clean from teeth. What does it mean you're clean from teeth? Your teeth fell out. It's going to be hard for you to have bread. We're talking about a nara. She saw, and she's still at her father's house. She gets the entire first night. So what's going on here? It says that Basil says she has the whole night. And then a second later it says, no, a Naro. She's a Naro that sees Dam. She already saw Dam before, but she's a Naro.
She had the whole night.
She has the whole night.
Because he argues around.
Oh, no, so we're going to see. That's later on the Gemara. We're going to discuss. The whole Gemara changes. Everything changes that there is no such thing as all night, and there's no such thing as this Bilas Mitzvah.
Like Shmuel, and he would have been just fine.
Okay,
He
so.
wouldn't have died. He wouldn't have died. He would have been just
No. He did. Oh, you mean.
yeah.
Okay, well, he died because he blamed it on Rav.
Like
Yeah.
I'm saying, he's the wrong guy. Wrong guy.
V'noisnin lo oyno shleimo v'kama oyno shleimo perish Reb Shimon ben Gamliel lailo v'chatzi yoyim. It's a little hard to understand because he starts off saying, but he still say kol lailo. Says the Gemara, it's not only kol lailo, but we have to give her a oyno. And how much is a oyno chatzi yoyim? How much is that total, Rabbi Isai? How many hours total?
Half a day. What?
18. It's 12 plus a half a day. A day is 12 hours. Half of that is 18. We're going to go through a long sugya now. I didn't have time to print out any pictures. It's a picture kind of sugya. Not necessary really. Long arichos. The bottom line of this whole arichos is that we're going to see that a oin is only 12 hours. So why does the Gemara say that it's 18 hours? How do you see that a oin is 12 hours? It says, person owns a winery, he owns an olive press factory, and he has a lot of equipment there. And something tamei made its way into the factory, and now he has a problem. Now the actual wine press is not makabel tuma; it's attached to the ground, but still you have tamei in there. It can make other things tamei. So what do? So each individual item in the factory we're going to go through. Ubikish la'asosim b'tahara ketzad u'oisa hadapim, the pressing boards, valulavim, the brooms, v'adashin. Rashi says it's the actual gas, the actual press itself that's attached to the ground. Medichan, you just rinse it off with water because it's hard for it to absorb. It's not a big deal. Ha'akalim, says Rashi, these are nettings that hold the grapes together. Shel nitzarim shel bitzputz. It depends what kind of material they're made out of. If they're made from wicker or hemp, they're not so absorbent. Therefore, minagvan, all you have to do is wipe it down. However, shel shiva v'shel gemi, this is a big problem. These are very absorbent. And they're very expensive. I want to use it again. What do? I must do miyashnon. I have to let it get old. V'kama miyashnon? 12 months, let it be as is. Don't use it. This reminds me a lot of the sugya of Gebrukst. Those who are making Gebrukst, they do miyashnon. They go from year to year. Like they use the kalim. It's very because I'm my wife's mishpacha. They use the kalim. Yom Tov they'll use it or the last day of Pesach, and then they use the kalim. They use the kalim as Pesach as mamish chametz free on the first night of Pesach. So we'll see how that works here. Deite. Yeah. Reb Shimon Gamliel oimer, but it's not a full year. It's a year minus 8 days, a week. You go from season to season. You only press the olives, the grapes, once a year. So you go. The Rishonim already discussed because the end of one season to the beginning of the next season is not a full year. But they say no, it is. They're equal shiurim. 12 chodesh and migas lagas should be equal shiur. As the Gemara Hainu Tanakama. At the end of the day, what is the difference if we go by season to season? Or 12 months, isn't season to season 12 months? So the Gemara Kbenayu, Charfe v'Afle. Sometimes the season starts earlier. Yeah, we had it a few times. Definitely, I don't remember where, but we definitely, maybe in Avodah Zarah, I'm sure we had it in Avodah Zarah. So, from season to season, I'm not so sure now, but somewhere in that area. I should be sure, I'm not. I only learned it 30 times. What? Avodah Zarah, okay, great. So, the fact that I don't remember Klar, what daf it is, that's a major problem. So the point is that you go to the next season, and the next season, let's say it started 9 months later. You had an early season. So according to the Mandama that says you have to wait 12 months, you can't use it yet. According to the Mandama, it goes by season, you could use it. This would fit in with the Gebruks. Gebruks, you can use it next season. Pesach, it doesn't go by 365 days. You go 360 is also enough.
You have late harvest.
Yeah. V'afle, and you have a later harvest, and this would be a problem. If you hold it goes by season, you cannot use it yet. But if you go by 12 months, you already hit 12 months, you can use it. That's enough community. Still not by the question yet. If you're impatient, you want to do it now. Magilim beroitchin, you just boil it up. You do, what is it called on every Pesach? Hagala. Oicholtam b'mezeisim, or there's a better eitzah, use the olive water. It's also good, whether it's hot, not as hot. Rav Shimon Gamliel Omer Mishum Rav Yosi Menichon Tachas Hatzinor Shememav Mikalchim. You put it under streaming water, or b'mayin Shememav Roitvim V'kama Oino. Oh, here's the question: V'kama Oino. V'kama and how much? Oino Oila. We didn't get there yet. You have to leave it under the water for a full Oino. Ukederach Shomru b'Yayinesech Kach Omru b'Taharos. The Gemara is very upset at this. What do you mean? Like Yayinesach in Taharis, it's the opposite. We don't know how much time is Yayinesach. We only know we're dealing Taharis. Klap it, Layo, but Taharis Kamino, we're talking about Taharis. Ela Kederach Sha'amru b'Taharis Kach Omru b'Yayinesach. Fine. So it's the reverse. Taharis is where we establish the halacha, and we'll mimic that halacha to Yayinesach. V'kama Oino? Oh. How much is an Oino? Either a night or a day. We'll see in a second. Reb Chana Sheuna, I love Reb Chana Sheuna. Reb Chana Sheuna, you know I love him? He's very patient. He waited all the way to the end of Shas in order to be mentioned. V'amilo Reb Chana Bar Sheuna, or Reb Chana Reb Yochanan, Chatzi Yoim v'Chatzi Lailo. So this is very accurate. If you take a half of a day and a half of a night, that equals exactly 12 hours. That's 12 hours. So it doesn't matter how long the night is and how long the day is. If you divide it in half, each one, you combine them, boof, you have 12 hours. There's no machlokes if you use a full night and a full day, or half and half. In a particular day of the year, sometimes you have that the night and the day are equal, and memela, it's 12 hours. And when the nights are not equal to the days, therefore you have to do a half of a night and a half a day. So memela what? How come over here it says that a oina? We're not talking about yayin nesach. We're not talking about anything else. We're talking about an oina. What is an oina? 12 hours, or half a night, or half a day. And how come by us it's 18 hours? Where do we come up with 18 hours? Chatzi oina.
So that oina is only 6 hours.
No, it's oina.
What's the lashon of the message? What mean oina?
Oina shleima. V'kama oina shleima. Pirush Rav Shimon Gamliel laila v'chatzi yom. Oina is the laila v'chatzi yom. It's 18 hours. No.
The laila plus the chatzi yom.
No. Kama oina. Look. Oh, you don't have it over there. Let me read it again. He's looking on his phone. V'noizim la oina shleima. You give her a full oina. V'kama oina shleima. Pirush Rav Shimon Gamliel laila v'chatzi yom is the oina shleima. 18 hours. And now we're saying the oina shleima is 12 hours. Zog the Gemara. Ochenami eimo gabi Niddah chatzi yom v'chatzi laila. Okay, maybe I'll be doichik and say we're talking about a half a day and a half a night. V'ho laila v'chatzi yom k'omar. He said specifically a whole night and a half a day. It's 18 hours. Elo I lailo de Nisan v'Tishrei I chatzi yom v'chatzi laila de Teves v'Tammuz. We're not saying a night and a half a day. We're saying either or. We're saying either a night, or if you're in a situation where the nights and the days are not equal, you do the half and half thing. The chatzi is it's a short way of saying half a night and half a day. Doesn't mean 18 hours. We're still by the 12 hours. A ksuba takes a very long time to write. And Mamela, this woman got married, let's say she's getting married in the evening time. It takes hours until you get it done, and So until she's allowed to be with her husband, it's already 12 o'clock at night. So Mamela, we give her another 12 hours. We wanted to have 12 hours. But did he have a uvda at my chasana? I didn't have a ksuba. After the chasana is over, the ksuba is gone. I gave it to not my mother-in-law, and she lost it. It's gone.
You think that was by accident?
It was not by accident.
That's why you moved to Israel.
I thought, my wife says it was my mother because I promised her other stuff in the ksuba. No, I'm just kidding. Blame the shviger. So we had to go get a rav to do a shtar ikrasa and write up something. But kids, it takes time. I'm telling you, it takes time. That's why they give you extra hours. Mefurish, extra hours. No, never. I have a shtar dirkisa. I do have a ksuba hanging on my wall in America, but it's not real. They say anyways, you're not supposed to have a real ksuba, whatever. I signed it, my brother signed it, it's not real. Rav Shmuel Damer Tavayu.
I just brought
Maisa
the
Shoya.
New York Zoo.
No, somebody made us a beautiful ksuba that we never used, like a hand-painted one. So that we have on the wall, but it's not the real ksuba. So I signed it, so not to be confused, Chas Shalom, with the shtar. I don't want my wife afterwards to come with the ksuba off the wall. So I signed it, my brother signed it.
Denying all liability.
Exactly. Shtar dirkisa, go find me. Doesn't say what I was mechayiv, nothing. It's like a couple lines. You have to find somebody who knows shtar dirkisa to come down there to the whole thing. Yeah. Rav Shmuel Damer Tarvayu Halacha Boyel Bilas Mitzvah Parish. Says Rav and Shmuel that it doesn't matter, Tachlis, doesn't matter even if she's a Ketano. The best case scenario that we said, Ashetichyu Amaka, according to Basil, you could go all the way until she heals. No. Boyel Bilas Mitzvah Upirish. Now, a very interesting halacha I saw in the Rosh. The Rosh says that when you boil Bilas Mitzvah and there's Negel halacha, unlike a Niddah, they have to move to another bed, you can stay in the same bed. That's what the Rosh says. You Pirish, but you can stay in the same bed. Mosev Rav Chizda.
Not wedding night.
On the way, Bilas Mitzvah.
Yes.
Mosev Rav Chizda. Maisa v'nosan lo Rebbe Arbo. What? No? You know him. You have a chassan coming up. I doubt it. I'll take care of it. No, I'm kidding. Maisa v'nosan lo Rebbe Arbo leilois. Mitoch shnei masu chodesh. Maisa! Fact, the Gemara, what do we do with Rebbe? Rebbe gave this guy that was traveling, remember the guy that was traveling every 2 months, went to Bet Shemesh, went to Yerushalayim, wherever he went, he got 4 times. Why are you telling me Bilas Mitzvah? Omelei Rav, or usually it says Rab on the side. Rabba, yeah, Omelei Rabba, Haduria, Pircha Lomeli. You're looking for kashes from a Maisa Shahaya? The Mishnah says, Achatichi Amaka, or 4 Leilois, or a whole bunch of different shiurim. What are you telling me? A kasha on Shmuel from there? Who savar Maisa Rav. Lemaisa Maisa Rav, which is by the way the sefer on the Vilna Gaon. Maisa Rav, right? When you have an actual story, sometimes that's better than a halacha. Because sometimes halacha means, okay, he's passing like that, but he's not going to really act on it. But if Rebbe acted on it, he said, you get 4 nights, that means not be a Rishayna. It's a Mefurish Maisa that he...
It's only that case, nothing else.
Why? Why would I say that?
Because why would he go? You can't take a halakha and say, for apply to one guy, it's apply to
Okay, so that's what the Gemara may be saying. Mikol Mokum, the Rav and Shmuel Kashya. But how did Rav and Shmuel go against Rebbe, go against the Mishnah?
Special case.
Inu the Avod ki Rabbi Seinu. What's the special case? Dam is dam. What is the special case? Every woman has the same dam.
She was less than 3.
We just said it can't be. Because all be'ilos of 3 are considered 1. And he gave her 4. So it has to be that she's partially naira. Inu the Avod ki Rabbi Seinu, the sign Rabbi Seinu, Chazru v'nimnu, boil bilas mitzvah parish. They go like the Rabbi Seinu, and Rabbi Seinu made a new halacha that nowadays, from now on, boil pills, bilas mitzvah parish. When Rabbi Yochanan and Rish Lakish were dealing with our perik, Tinoikis, right? That's the name of the last perik in Shas. All they were able to squeeze out of the entire perik is as much as a fox could squeeze out of a plowed field. When you plow a field, I don't have, you're right, I should have had a picture, Gishmak. The picture that I thought about when I was thinking this, like the foxes that Yeshiva World News had in Yerushalayim, Shualim Hilchuba, I couldn't believe it. They had foxes walking around the old city. You guys didn't see the video? A video.
My guy took that video.
Your guy, who's your guy?
What coming out about it?
Yisrael Gelis took a video, so now I don't trust it so much. Incredible 3. Nachman Sel says, Ayin Shom, it's coming out soon. Yeah, Incredible 3?
No.
Incredible 4?
No, the Gelis, not Rabbi
Yeah. Oh, him I trust. I have no idea who he is. Okay, fine. Anyways, no, there was foxes. They caught a video, Rabbi Gelis caught a video of foxes just playing around in the old city, in Yerushalayim. It's the Nevuah, Shual Milchuba, that's what I'm saying.
At the Kaisel.
Next to the Kaisel.
Harabais.
Right near the harbor.
So Memelo, when you plow a field, you obviously don't have any fruits growing, you don't have any vegetables coming out yet. So what do you have? You have dirt. You mamish have nothing but dirt. So when a fox rummages through the plowed field, he gets 0 out of it. That's all they were able to pull out of this entire parak is bilas mitzvah. If we're so machmir, so we should be machmir all the way. Like a person who finds out that his wife is a niddah, he has to be pirish. There's a very specific way how. He shouldn't be finished. He shouldn't finish. That's a problem. You're going to bring issues over here, and we don't want any people to be too makbid, and therefore you're pirish. Tana Rabbanan. All these women that we're talking about in the Mishnah, all Ketana, Nara, whatever the Rasa, Loy Rasa, if they have dam, it continues on to after 4 nights. Or let's say this is a naira, the first one is a naira that didn't see dam, a naira that didn't see dam gets 4 nights. So she continues seeing dam, it continues flowing. Or a girl that only gets 1 night, who's that, a naira that saw dam. Kulon tzrichos livdoik atzmon. There's a bdika that you do to see if the dam is psulim or not, if it's a different color. Ubekulon Rebbe Meir machmer kedivrei Beis Shammai. He's machmer like Beis Shammai. That a ktana is 4 nights, a naira that didn't see is 1 night. So he's machmer like Beis Shammai because in the entire Mishnah Beis Shammai is more machmer than Beis Hillel. Ushariyo is shebein Beis Shammai and Beis Hillel. And Rashi explains that this means after the time of Beis Shammai, but within the time period of Beis Hillel. Now you have to check dam, see if the flow is niddah or not. Meir says you could tell a difference between dam niddah and dam psulim. Dam niddah adom, dam psulim enu adom. It's not bright red. Dam niddah zeyom, dam psulim enu zeyom. Dam niddah bom in a makar, dam psulim bom in zdodim. Comes from the sides, obviously. That's where the psulim are. Omer Rabbi Yitzchak bar Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yochanan, Zudi Rabbi Meir. Av chachamim oimrim. Kol mar damim achaseim. Now wait a minute, before you go, don't slam the Gemara shut. What does this mean? All damim are the same. They're not the same. We're talking about a situation, because even chachamim admit that there's a difference. We're talking about if the dam started after Beis Shammai's period and into Beis Hillel's period, then all damim are the same. There's no distinction. Have a great Shabbos. Once again, Motzi Shabbos at 6:30 right here.